Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Bronwyn, aka BB Beauty. I do a lot of review videos, skincare related videos, and makeup tutorials, and today we're going to be creating this kind of a vampy editorial-ish style look on my channel here today. So grab a cup of tea, grab a snack, because this is a chatty talk through video, and let's just hop right to it. Alright, so to start off this look, my base makeup's already done. The only thing I haven't done to my face for base makeup is contour, highlight, blush, and lips. Eyebrows aren't done yet, but otherwise, if you want to see what I used on my skin, that is a first impression review video on a new Korean cushion foundation, so definitely check that out. If it's already uploaded, it will be in the cards above here or linked in the description box below, so you can click on that to see my thoughts on this foundation. So definitely check that out, and if it's not already up, subscribe to see that. It will probably be in the next video. Hit that subscribe button down below and hit the notification bell, because if you don't hit that notification bell, you will not see my uploads. It's a proven fact now that YouTube has not favored me in that sense at all, which is so depressing. So yeah. Anyway, let's start with the eye. I really wanted to do something like sultry and romantic and with a little bit of glam added to it. That's just what I'm all about generally. So let's get started. If you guys know me, I love my simple makeup looks. I really love the editorial bridal style. I don't really like drag or hardcore looks. It's just not my taste. If you're into that, then by all means, like, good on ya, but I'm not really into it. I don't know. I've tried multiple times to get into it. It just never happened. So today we're going to try to achieve a editorial-ish style look. So here we go. I'm going to be taking this Etude House Play 101 blending pencil in number 13. It's kind of a really warm, almost reddish brown. These are really great to use as your base for eyeshadows. They are intended to be used as eyeshadows or lip products or wherever you want to use them, but I wouldn't really recommend to use it just alone as an eyeshadow. You definitely need to set it with an eyeshadow topper so that it doesn't crease. So I'm going to be using that today. I do not know if they still carry this color. I got it a few years back. As like every cosmetic product I use, I like never buy new stuff. You guys are like, B, what are you looking for? You're looking around all over the place. I'm looking for a mirror. That's what I'm looking for. Anyway, let's just go ahead and apply that. A little bit on the under part. You really don't need to add too much of this because we're going to blend it out now. So just doing the one eye because it does set fairly quickly. So taking a concealer brush, I'm just going to lightly start buffing that around and just kind of feathering it out. How do you guys like this filming and lighting setup, by the way? It seems like the look it's giving me on my camera is reminding me of the look and effect I had when I was filming in Japan when I lived there a while back, which I've been so unable to replicate since then, and I feel like I might have figured it out. Like, I loved how the lighting and filming worked. So I'm really going to try to pull this color out into somewhat of a messy, smoky wing shape, so kind of connecting it almost to where I want my eyebrow to go to, and then just this look is going to be one that's going to require a lot of blending and a lot of cleaning up if you mess up, because you want it to be very soft and airy and smoky almost. Like, for example, this inner area needs to be softer. There. That is the one thing I love about these Play 101 blending pencils, is that they literally hold up to that name. They are so blendable. But once they start to set, you're almost screwed. Like, you can still work with it, but also, I'm curious, what is your favorite holiday? Let me know. Mine is Christmas, of course, like most people's. Really not unique there at all. A lot of people love Halloween, but to be honest, I don't. Like, it's fun to dress up and stuff, but like, if I don't do something for Halloween, it's really not the end of the world for me. Like, I don't really care that much. Like, dressing up and getting a costume and doing the makeup's fun and all, but like, yeah, I don't know. And I'm not really like a horror fan or creepy into really scary stuff either, so. Or even in terms of like a beauty channel, like I never really do too many or at all Halloween looks or special effects because it's just not my taste. Like, I don't even watch those videos on YouTube because, yeah, I'm just not really about that. Oh, I remember back in the day though, remember when Lord of the Rings was like, just came out and stuff, and they're putting all those behind the scenes, like, special edition things into like the DVD collector's editions, and you could like watch how the makeup was done and how long it took and the costume development. Like, that was so interesting to me back in the day, but now I'm just like, meh. It's weird though when you think about it, like YouTube has opened up such a world of like knowledge, because for example, even that as an example is like, you didn't know how they did that stuff unless they shared it in like the director's cut of a movie. But now, like, you just go on YouTube and you can see, like, Jeffree Star turns into Lord Voldemort, like, stuff like that, you know? Alright, so after 10 solid minutes of blending, it's time to move on to the eyeshadow. And for the eyeshadow today, I'm diving into a really old palette of mine from Etude House and taking this reddish color, like a pinky reddish color here, almost a berry shade, and is the Etude House Look at My Eyes Cafe PK004. They probably don't make this color anymore, but if you can find something similar, just like a red with a lot of berry undertones, not too much purple, more on the pink side, then that will be good. If you have brown eyes though, definitely look for reds with more of a purpley berry undertone. If you have blue eyes or green eyes, you can go with the more pinky, reddy, like classic reds. Otherwise, that is also why I wore my blue lenses today, is because the reds that I have are more of that pinky undertone and not more on the purple side. So picking up that color, I'm grabbing it with a really small, densely packed shadow brush, and I'm going to start packing it on all over the eyelid. So I'm trying to apply it in the shape that I want to achieve. So kind of following the general shape of the base that I put on before, only keeping it really densely packed and isolated so that we can blend it later. Next, taking a blending brush, this is my Sigma Tapered Blending E35, and picking up more of that shade and tapping off the excess. I'm just going to lightly go in and start blending out that crease area. Just really light-handedly feathering over it and just kind of going in the back and forth motion. And I'm not bringing this brush in towards the inner corner because it's too big and I don't want to get it on the side of my nose. For me, because I have slightly hooded eyes, like when I open my eyes, I don't have a ton of lid space. I really have to bring the color up almost pretty much to my eyebrow for it to be visible when my eyes are open. So that's what I'm doing. Next, taking this really small pencil brush that's a little bit fluffy, it's loose, just picking up a little bit more of that same color and tapping off the excess and just kind of going over that lower area. Just the areas that I couldn't fit with the actual blending brush because I don't have enough space. Just really lightly soften it up. I'm just going to take a bit of setting powder, like a translucent powder, and on a small powder brush, I'm just going to apply it right along the edges to kind of help soften the look a little bit more. And then any fallout I'm just going to wipe away, which there isn't much of. If you have a really like densely packed fan brush like this, then I would recommend using that. But if you don't, you literally can do what I'm gonna do and just pinch it to get the desired density and shape that you want. And just, yeah, soften that area. If you made a mistake and you applied any of that red too far than where you want it, you can just go ahead and touch it up or clean up the edges with concealer, but I'm quite content with the areas I have mine laid out in. For the eyes, it's really simple after this. There isn't too much left to do, so I'm just going to highlight my brow bone, and I'm going to be taking that middle color from the NYX Strobe of Genius palette, which is more of a rose goldish shade. The reason why it looks like it does is because it broke when I moved countries and I had to fix it with rubbing alcohol. So picking that up with a really fluffy pencil brush and tapping off the excess, just going in and highlighting that brow bone. You know what? I have never used this color here, so let's try topping it off. I feel like because it's a somewhat purple shade, it's gonna give a really white effect. Yeah, it definitely gave a really white effect. Ooh, that is blinding. I'm just gonna go in and, without adding any more color, buff between the highlighter and the red, just to soften up any harsh lines. Oh my god. Okay, I'm not too sure if I like that highlighter, to be honest. I kind of preferred the rose gold one, but we're all learning something new today, aren't we? Now, for this eye look, I don't want a wing liner. I really want to keep it just kind of editorial-ish. So I'm going to go in with this eyeliner on the Waterline, which is the Etude House Play 101 pencil in the shade number 30. It's a really similar color to the eyeshadow. And I'm just going to... Actually, I think it's the exact same color. I don't know why. But just tight lining the waterline, and if there's any gaps between your eyelashes and your lower lid, just go ahead and fill it in so you get a clean transition. And just getting in between there. For my inner corner highlight, I wanted to do something really different than what I normally do. I've literally done this once before in a look and you guys loved it, like almost a year ago. Wow, it's sad. But I'm taking this iridescent glitter, and it's just in random like triangle-ish shapes, and then just a glitter glue by BYS, and I'm going to apply that as my inner corner highlight, and that's it. So with a little tiny dab of that glitter glue, I'm just going to apply it right on that inner corner. Like, you really don't need a lot. It's just something that the glitter has to grip to. And then applying like just a glob of them. Sometimes it's hard to like get the glitter where you want the glitter to be, because it will like stick to your tweezers or whatever. Yeah, that's good. I'm gonna give up now because I'm starting to get irritated. But there, it's just like the right amount of fun luminosity without being too crazy. I literally am a Butterfingers and I just spilt the whole container of glitter on the floor, so I really need to vacuum now. Now for this look, I'm not too sure if I really want to add false lashes to it or not, because I don't want it to be too like heavy on the eyes. So if I feel like it, I might put these on, but I know they have a really thick band, so I would have to add black eyeliner to make it look seamless. So let's just go in with mascara first and see how we like it. Always curl your lashes. And then I'm going to be taking my Holy Grail mascara, the Majolica Lash King mascara, because it has the best fibers in it that I've ever used. However, I do want to try the Milk Makeup Kush mascara. Like everyone, like all of my friends who I've told about this mascara too. They literally like love it. Because like it's a situation where it's not only lengthening, it's volumizing as well. Which so many other mascaras claim to do, but they don't. I kind of like it with just the mascara. But then I feel like I'm not beauty guru enough for YouTube if I don't put on false lashes. Alright, so my mascara is done, and honestly, you guys, I don't think I'm going to put on the false eyelashes, but feel free to if you want this look to be way more dramatic. But because I want to achieve that somewhat editorial look, I'm definitely going to be skipping out on that today. Blah. I noticed, like, over the years, I've developed such a stutter. Like, I always was someone who would slur my words often, but I feel like in the past 2 years, I do it way more than ever before. And it's, like, honestly kind of awkward. I'm going to be doing my eyebrows today with the e.l.f. Eyebrow eyebrow pencil in, I think, shade taupe. Yep. And I want a really kind of fluffy, bushy look, because Editorial. So that's what we're going to try to achieve today with this pencil. Let's do it. So like on that note, I'm just saying I'm going to be doing my usual eyebrow technique, only I'm not going to be caring too much about having clean and precise lines. And I'm just going to extend that line all the way to where that red kind of stops, and really going heavier at the tail end to get a darker look. And then lightening it up at the front. And just going it with like fake hair strokes. And I want it to align with the side of my nose. So I'll just add like one more stroke right there at the front. And then likewise with this side. Then next, to really get that editorial effect, I'm going to be applying clear brow gel, and I'm just using the Garbo & Kelly brow gel on clear. It's an Australian one, and I still don't know if you can get it shipped internationally, but honestly, any clear brow gel will do just fine. See, there we go, I slurred my speech again, like, I swear I'm not drunk. And I really like to cake on my clear brow gel and go against the hairs to really kind of convince them to stand straight at the front in an upwards kind of bushy position, and then I clean sweep them at the end. I mean, you can pull them all upwards if you want. That's also like a good look. There we go. So that is it for the eyes. Let's move on and finish the face up, and then we're done. Starting off with contour, I'm going to do my usual contour technique because it kind of suits this look. So going into my BYS bronzer kit and taking these two shades and mixing them together to kind of match my transition skin tone. Just taking it on this crown angled brush and just contouring how I normally would. So starting from the inner ear here and aiming here, but stopping about halfway. I'm not using a mirror, which is mighty dangerous when you're contouring. And bringing it down along my jawline. And then really packing it in there to get that really defined chin. And then just kind of buff and blend as you go. I don't want too harsh of a contour, it's not my style. Especially since I naturally don't have really prominent cheekbones. I feel like it just looks too fake on me. But if you have naturally like prominent cheekbones, go for it. Don't forget to like dust it over your ear as well, especially if you plan to like put your hair behind your ears, that way it all blends together. And then in recent days or months, I like to smile. And just put really the lightest amount right under the apple of my cheek to give a more lifted effect. I say this in like every video, but yeah, it just lifts your face up. But always make sure you don't put it right in your smile line, or else it's going to age you. And then I like to connect it to my contour. Just like that. And then whatever is left over, I just take down along my forehead. feel like in every like tutorial I do now, I'm always like, look at the difference, it's so lifted. Every tutorial. Like literally the smallest amount of makeup I'm applying to, like it's really just like a dusting of color, can like just transform your face so much. Like I wish my cheeks were like naturally like that, like so good. And I just like to use whatever is left over on the brush and just like dust it along my neck. Then with my powder brush, I just like to lightly go over the lines to soften them a little bit more without adding any more powder to it. Then I'm just going to go ahead and do my usual nose contour. So mixing the exact same colors, and with my Sigma 3D HD Precision brush, which is my holy grail contouring nose thing, it's angled in perfection. I literally don't use this brush for anything else. For my blush today, I'm going to be using something a little bit different. I'm going to be taking my Sleek Blush by 3 palette in Pink Lemonade. And I'm going to be taking the darker, peachier, shimmery shade right there. And picking it up with a blush brush. I'm just going to put that like right in between where my contour is and where my highlight's going to go. And I like to smile so I can see the apple of my cheek as well. And just tap it on. And then a little bit right on the bridge of my nose in the middle to give that sun-kissed look, or the natural flushed look. And then like this, and then like this, and I just like to put it everywhere. Going back into the Strobe of Genius palette by NYX, I'm taking the original highlighting color that we used before, not the intense purple one. We're not going to do that again. And I'm just going to highlight my nose. So I like putting a dot right on the top, right there where the light would naturally hit. I don't put it here because I don't need my nose to be longer. I need my nose to be more buttony. Well, I don't need it to be, I want it to be. And then I like to put a little bit here right on that nostril, because I feel like that also gives a more defined button look. And then lastly, I'm just going to highlight my cheekbones with the same color. Like, I love highlighter, but I just really hate how it shows all your clogged pores you didn't know you had. Also, once again, like to smile just to get that apple, not in here, because then it's going to make all your pores stand out and look huge. But just right where it starts. That way when you smile, it looks like your cheeks are even better. So that is absolutely it for the face and the eyes. Next, we're gonna move on to the lips to finish off this look. You know what? I think just having a nice tinted gloss would be perfect. So I'm taking this Ultra Lovely Kiss lip gloss by Integrate, which is a Japanese lip gloss. It's just a nice berry red color that isn't too pigmented, and I'm just going to apply a little bit of that. Because anyway, like, lip gloss is so in right now. Let's use lip gloss. There. And there you have it. That is the look. I hope you guys had fun creating this really kind of vampy, holiday-ish themed look with me. I'm gonna call it vampy glam or a vampy holiday makeup. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section down below what you would name this look, but I'm really digging it. I think it's really pretty. It's really like kind of editorial-ish, but at the same time slightly wearable. Like, you could probably get away by going to an event with this look if you had an event to go to. So yeah, thumbs up if you guys enjoyed this talk through tutorial, if you like the look, and of course subscribe if you're not already subscribed to see more tutorials, reviews, and all that jazz. I love you guys so much, and I will see you next time. Bye!